Little did he know. All right, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, this is Community Manager Bashiak, and you're listening to the Geek Access Podcast.
Bashiak, not Scott Johnson this time.
Yeah, we went with Bashiak that time. Apparently.
What are you gonna do?
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to episode 38 of the Geek Access Podcast for
I
October
think it's more like evening.
4th.
Well,
Well,
5 o'clock evening.
well, yeah, but
That's not really
it's only
afternoon.
2 o'clock for Corey, so I'm
but
trying
it's
to.
much easier if you just say something like "Good day."
But all the cool people hang out on the
Or
West
hello.
Coast, so I'm trying to cater to them.
or what's up?
All right, hold on. Let's try that again. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God. Thank you.
I am joined today by Corey and Brandon. Sirs, how are you?
No.
Killer.
Loving the hat, Corey. Loving the hat.
Oh, Brandon, you didn't
Yeah.
keep yours on.
It's so
If
hot.
you want to see the hat that I
Milk was a
am,
bad choice.
if you want to see the hat that I am talking about, make sure you check us out at twitch.tv/InkedGeekStudios. Give us a like. Give us a follow. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't do likes on Twitch.
I don't fucking know. Follow
Oh,
us.
he-
Hug
He
us.
doesn't-
Love
he-
us.
No, don't do that. I don't like. No, we're good.
We're good.
We Gucci.
We sure. All right.
We Gucci, man. Dude, we got Rock Band on Tuesday.
I know. I'm so
We
pumped.
got-
I am officially pissed at GameStop because virtually none of them are doing
oh my
midnight
God,
releases.
Stay mad.
No, it's like, okay, they want to be in the current, century. They want to be relevant in a purely digital era. They want to tote the whole, people still need us and we still need
Or
to be
you never got to
around.
Tell us how he was.
Or I could just digitally download it and have it at midnight. But no,
But if
you
on new instruments, you
well,
can't.
no, I know, but it's still fucking. Take the hit. Oh,
Stay mad.
you wanna
Stay mad.
you wanna tote that your
Stay-
fans are important to you. Act like it. Don't make me wait till 10 a.m. for the new game. Anyway, yeah. So Rock Band, we get new. We get a new guitar. We get new drums. We get a new microphone.
I mean, new TM. Like, not much has changed.
Well, they're new internally. They're more responsive. They last longer.
we hope.
That's the only thing I ever preferred about Guitar Hero over Rock Band is I prefer Gibsons over Fenders. But they're little
I like their guitar. I like the buttons. The
Yeah.
old buttons a lot better.
yeah. Well, I don't like what they're doing with Guitar Hero Live. That just looks stupid.
Yeah,
Right, it's like the top row and the bottom row
Yeah.
type shit. That
Like
looks
to the
dumb.
I
point
can
where
see it being kind of neat, but I mean, going back to guitar only. Granted, the best games were when it was still guitar only. I don't see it working out very well because Rock Band has the whole.
Rock Band has the set list.
They have they have the set list and they have the party aspect as well,
Right.
where you can get
Mhm.
people together, which is
Right.
what like a large percentage of people who play these games care about. Is like, oh, come on over, bruh.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
With Rock Band.
Austin, who's been on the show a couple of times, actual drummer for an actual band is coming over to hang out next weekend to play the drums on Rock Band because it's just really cool. And it's a lot of fun. And whether you play on easy or expert or whatever, what have you, it's incredible. And the set list is so versatile. And here's where I'll talk negative about Activision. That with Guitar Hero, they're like, because it's this new format, all the songs that were on the past Guitar Hero games, they're gonna like re-release them as like a Guitar Hero 1 Legacy bundle for $19.99. Like it's gonna be stupid bullshit.
Well, there wasn't. I mean, I guess if they're gonna redo the on disc songs, great, but there wasn't that much DLC to begin with.
Well, no, but the on-disc songs are what was great. I mean, in Guitar Hero 1, you had Bark at the Moon, which was a lot of fun. You have Guitar Hero 3, which had Through the Fire and Flames. But fortunately, a lot of those songs are on Rock Band now. There was a lot of cross-contamination between the two.
What about Dragon Force? Come on.
Guitar Hero
He
Live.
said through the fire and flame.
Yeah, I said Through the Fire and
Oh,
Flames.
okay. My bad.
Guitar Hero Live is a cool looking feature, but there's a monthly subscription for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like $8 or $9 a month to participate in like the live band.
Sure do love Activision. Am I right?
Well, yeah, I suppose. I mean, but they got to pay the bands, but I don't know.
Stop
it's just,
it.
Well, no, to me, it's
Stop.
Well, no, I'm not talking.
Stop!
I'm not talking in favor of it, douchebag.
You're finished. You're finished.
Corey,
Then we have
Hi.
Sword Coast Legends coming. I'm excited
the
for that.
fuck is
I don't know
Sword
if anyone
Coast
else is.
Legends?
Fuck you. It looks awesome. I am excited as hell for that DM mode.
I assume it's some sort of RPG thing because I assume you mean Dungeon Master mode.
Yes.
Okay, see, I'm not completely out of the loop.
Oh, you're such
Well,
a
that's
turd
good.
lord. I've been playing Soma a little bit. I streamed like the first 6 hours over the course of 2 nights.
I'm hearing mixed things about it.
Yeah, I have
Um,
too.
Like I'm hearing it's better than Amnesia 2, but not as good as Amnesia 1.
It depends on how you define better. If you define better as pure scare factor, then that would not be inaccurate.
Right.
It definitely has not has not. It's not as scary.
Okay.
But the story is super interesting, especially when you compare it to Dark Descent or Machine for Pigs, because those were, I don't want to say lackluster, but they were sort of boring and not very exciting stories, and it was more like just getting spooked.
Yeah.
This story is super exciting. I think a lot of what takes away from the scare factor is how open it is. There is a lot more room to explore, and then there are some scenes that are like you're basically underwater walking along the seafloor, and that's just I basically got lost for an hour when I was down there because I had no direction and I didn't get spooked. So for an hour I'm just kind of like hoveling along under the sea, like
Under the sea.
I don't know where I'm
Under
going.
the sea.
On the PC.
Yes.
And
Please don't
so that
scare
was
me.
a thing, but it's definitely still very good. It's very pretty. The spook sectors are definitely good. Like it has a good amount of scare factor, but the story is really it's just fabulous. It's definitely.
Are you insinuating a racial comment, sir?
They crafted a thinker. What? No, dude.
I just watched Back to the Future, so when you say spook, it's the first thing I think of.
Wow, you're such a shit.
What? When Biff's out there, Biff's cronies, like, what are you spooks doing? Because we don't want to be
Shut
messing with any reefer heads.
on, I'm about to open this
Such
Hearthstone
a
pack.
such a great movie.
Oh, we
I'll
got-
do that real quick, and then
got
let me
it.
talk
Yeah,
about
open it.
Destiny
Let's see what we
raids.
got.
It's a crazed alchemist. It's shitty.
Okay, well, while he's doing that, I do want to get into.
Oh, we got a golden knife juggler, boys.
Nice.
I'll probably
I
just
do want to
dust.
get into a little bit of what DDMTV said in his last Twitch chat post. So for our audio listeners, in our pre-show, which you can check out either by following us on Twitch or by becoming a patron and getting access to that pre-show audio. We were chatting with one of our listeners who goes by the handle Double DMTV.
For large breasts on MTV.
Large breast music television.
It was confirmed.
Yeah, he confirmed it. Or she. Maybe she is the Double D. But anyway, so
It's hopeful.
Their statement is any.
they had said Blizzard has abandoned their loyal fan base, rehashed bosses, broken flex system, homogenized crafting, gathering. WoW has been raped by the decisions that Blizzard has made, and it's all because of profit from Hearthstone. Blizzard has strayed from the player base. Now, for me personally, I would disagree with that. And the reason I would disagree with that is because a large majority of Blizzard's player base is the casual player base, which is going to enjoy the homogenized crafting and gathering. It's going to enjoy the simplistic character tiers, like as opposed to the old, trait system, talent system. The flex system, I haven't rated in a while, so I don't know what you mean by broken flex system. I mean, there's always flaws when it comes to MMOs, whether you're a year old or 11 years old. And I completely disagree with how they've abandoned their loyal fan base, because their loyal fan base will be those of us that have been around for 11 years.
The loyal fan base are those of us on r/wow, where every post we say consists of how it's not as good as it used to be, and everything
no.
is better.
That's not the loyal fan base. That's
because we still play because it's a part of our lives for some ungodly reason.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Oh, somebody likes. Oh, yeah, Nerdy Princess likes your hat.
That's
Oh
good.
wow, dude. I'm a little mad that you got Nerdy Princess's love. Well done.
Well, you took the hat off, fuckhead.
I'll always have Zeph.
Yeah, but no, and the fact that we're getting Illidan, I really wasn't that excited about a new expansion pack. Partly because I'm MMO'd out. If I were to go back to an MMO, it would be WoW. I've always said that if Blizzard makes a version of a game or a version of a genre of a game, I'm going to play Blizzard's. I play Diablo, not Path of Exile. I play Heroes, not League. Death Destruction Mayhem TV. Oh, okay. Oh, it's gaming community. Okay, cool. Well, do you guys have a website?
You know what? I liked our version a little better.
Do you have a website? I'll give you a plug. No problem in that. But yeah, I think that's the loyal fan base. It's those of us that have been playing in Azeroth since '94 with the original Warcraft, and to see Illidan come back. Oh, it deleted the link. Don't put it in as a URL. Just put it in without the periods. Fraghard.com. I like that. All right. If you are one of our listeners and you are looking for a gaming community to be a part of, check out fraghard.com and see if it tickles your fancy.
Confirmed boobs.
Confirmed boobs. But yeah, so that's my opinion. I mean, opinions are like assholes. We've all got one. But I'm always happy with Blizzard.
Yours just happens to be louder than everyone
Yes,
else's.
mine is a lot
And
louder.
gaping.
That's why it's louder. I'm such a Blizzard fanboy that, if I had the money, I'd be at BlizzCon every year. And that's just me. I always am going to, thanks. I think Corey's the only one that has one. Brandon's got like some middle schooler peach fuzz going on.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right. So let me.
I've got my
hold on.
90s
We're going to
bro
divert
chin
the
strap.
attention to my terrible facial hair for a moment.
All right.
The only reason I have this is because I'm planning on doing Peter Baelish for Halloween, and if I shave now, it won't grow in enough by Halloween.
So what he's saying is it takes him over a month to grow that
serious?
beard in.
Yeah, we're gonna go as
I'm
Peter
also-
and we're gonna go as Baelish and Sansa.
I also don't know who Baelish is, so
That was my one stipulation, was that if we do Halloween and you want me to dress up, we have to do it as a couple's costume. And she was like, all right, well, what do you want? Let's do Baelish and Sansa.
I don't think the wife and I are dressing up, but Xavier and Lizzie are going as they're going as Batman and Wonder Woman.
Nice.
It was gonna be Luke and Leia, but they didn't have shit for Star Wars costumes. And then Xavier's obsessed with Batman, so when we went back to the infant section, he pointed at the Batman costume and quite literally went, "I'm Batman," and I'm like, "All right, you can be Batman."
Yeah, I mean, it's
He wins.
confirmed.
Yes, and then
Confirmed
Lizzie's
as
Wonder Woman.
Batman.
So yeah. Hey,
Jeez.
so has anybody kept up with Gotham season 2?
No, I don't care.
No, you should. This kid that plays Jerome is the greatest Joker that's ever been on screen.
Jerome.
He is
Jerome Joker? The Joker Jerome. Wait, Jeroker?
Jeroker.
Al Roker in Joker form?
John is
John
Brandon.
Cena, C Nation, attitude
Ah.
adjustment.
You beat me to
You
it, man.
can't see me. All right, thanks. Give us a follow. We're live every Friday at 5 p.m. Or you can find us on iTunes.
He said Friday. What he meant to say was
Sunday.
Sunday?
My bad. I don't know. Sunday at 5. We're not currently on.
Sunday.
We're not currently on Stitcher. But I'm currently remapping our RSS feed. So if you don't have an iDevice, we will. I mean, you can just search for us on any RSS feed.
iDevice.
But I didn't say it like that. Don't make me a pompous asshole when I'm not being one. I am one often enough.
Look, I
If
call
you
it like
don't,
I see it.
if you don't
I
have,
saw it.
if you don't have the best smartphone on the market and you have
Oh
to
my
use other
fucking
means,
Christ.
hey, did you see how many 6Ss sold in the first weekend?
Have you seen how many people still follow the practices of Christianity?
And it's all a lie.
Fair enough. Although, fair enough.
You are every time. I don't know why you seem to think that, because every time that's the rebuttal, but yet you still make that argument.
Because one could argue that our obsession with iDevices is
Oh
very
my God.
religious. Like,
Right, and that saying that just further walks
no,
in.
I know if your foot and mouth. I know. I know. I know.
You're dumb.
I'm done.
I want to hear you say it.
I am inclined to say unintelligent things now and then.
I want to hear you say I'm dumb.
You're dumb.
No, you shit.
Not frequently, but now and then, yes.
There we go.
So how about that raid on Destiny, Corey? How's that final boss?
I gotta throw a little
Did
shout
you
out
see
to
that game. Wait, I thought that game is like.
No, dude, the Taken King is phenomenal.
It totally became relevant again. The whole game.
Oh,
Sucked
okay.
me back in. It's awesome. So Taken King raid is intense shit. A whole bunch of platforming elements, boss mechanics that have like 2 or 3 mechanics per boss, and then the final boss has like 6 mechanics that you have to work on, and everybody's got to be on their fucking toes, yelling at where they're at. They're on the platform at the right time in the right order. Bullshit. It's a good time. It's really hard. Getting a proper team together is nearly impossible. It took me 4 or 5 groups just to get past the first boss. And once I got
when you got to pick from the people on consoles, I mean,
it's hard. Okay, well let me
it's
throw a little
tough,
shout
right?
out.
That sounds tough.
There's this app, LFG Destiny, on your phone,
bro.
Android and iPhone, and it's kick-ass, and that's where I found all these people.
Is it available on Windows phones?
You can also find him on such
Sure.
popular applications as Grindr and Tinder.
Yes. Both. But the raids are awesome. I enjoy them a lot.
M for M section.
M for M.
In the
Nate-
casual encounters section.
Casuals. So Nate, you really need to get to 290 light.
I'm
tier
almost
score,
there.
whatever.
I'm almost to 40. I'm not quite almost to 290, but I've been grinding out some of the reps. But it's pretty cool. I've been playing that. I'm enjoying it. To be honest, yeah, he's probably not in chat. You're not in
Oh,
chat.
wait.
Are you in chat?
I was
Is-
in chat, and then
You
I
can
jumped out
if
because
you
I needed to
if
find
you
it.
click on the cog, you can pop the chat out. Oh, are you looking at it on your phone? All right. Anyway, yeah, like I've been playing it and I enjoy it. I'm probably going to I'll probably end up taking a break from it once Rock Band comes out Tuesday. That's like I can't wait for somebody who like I was obsessed with those
I
games.
took the night off.
I wish I could.
I'm gonna pick it up at 10 and play all day.
I don't have to work till 4 that afternoon.
My
so
calves hurt. I only work 7 to midnight, and I still took the night off.
wait, hold on. Don't you work from home now?
Yes,
So how do you
But
take the
but I
night off?
didn't want to have to deal with having to that responsibility.
Oh, okay. But I'm excited as all hell. That and Forza 6 I'm really enjoying. Graphically, especially considering that it was on Xbox One, it just looks
It looks pretty good.
Incredible.
The videos I've seen in the streams that have been live from the Road Crew folks, it looks pretty decent.
the
Granted, that's not really like a selling feature though, right?
well,
Like,
it can
it's
be
never-
for racing games. I mean, if it looks that good and it sounds that good, I mean, racing in the rain is incredible. Racing at night is incredible.
I thought we were talking about Rock Band still.
No, I'm talking about Forza.
When did you say Forza?
Oh, you're saying Forza now? Is that right? Did I
Just
hear
so
that
you
correctly?
guys know what I'm talking about.
He picked it up because he heard us say it correctly, and it's just kind of one of those things that happens.
Anyway, and it's really cool, but we'll see. No, Rock Band. I mean, there isn't really much to talk about with Rock Band other than the fact that it's coming out and we're getting all of our old DLC on new consoles. I mean, the new like RPG,
Almost.
the new RPG mode looks pretty cool. I'm
Hey, man. Talking about the career mode?
yeah. It's very.
Where do you come up with these words?
They've called it like a rock. They've called it like a band RPG.
It's still career mode.
You're leveling up, right? And so you are role playing a member of a band.
Hasn't it always been that though? In the last rock band?
No, this is
Sure.
this is very much like you pick the direction your band goes in. You can stay like a little faggoty underground hipster band, or you can actually become a mainstream band and make money.
Oh my god. That was disgusting how you just put that. Faggoty
Underground hipster band.
That's terrible.
No,
Most of the
You wanna
bands
know
that
what
don't
the name
get
of my
put out
band
are
was in Rock
fantastic.
Band
No,
2 was?
you
The name
are-
of my band
the
in
only
Rock
reason-
Band 2
the
was
only reason-
Socialist Libertarians.
The only reason that you are not a popular band that makes a lot of money is because you are not good enough to.
Oh, stop. You know,
Good
did you hear
lord,
what-
it's
did you
not
hear
you're
what-
sucking the corporate
did
dick
you-
off.
Did you hear what the name of my band in Rock Band 2 was?
Yes, something
Yeah.
about libtards.
Socialist
Social-
Libertarians.
That would be you, wouldn't it?
It's very funny.
I don't know. It looks like, I don't know. From a distance, it kind of looks like David Duchovny. I don't know who Kappa is. Who's Kappa?
Everyone knows Kappa Face, dude.
I don't know Kappa face.
Know your meme.
All right.
The original photograph is of Josh Dacino, an employee of Justin.tv,
Ooh.
who worked on
Look at
chat
this
client
graph.
long ago.
What did Corey say?
I said, look at this graph.
Oh, I said, look at this photograph.
Epic
No,
nice.
I was.
I was gonna
but
say
that
every
was-
time I do it makes me laugh.
Oh my fuck! Kill yourself.
Hey,
Sure.
nothing wrong with a little bit of Nickelback.
No, everything's wrong.
No,
Oh,
there's
did
nothing-
you see that little thing that I think it does it for Google? If you just
Yes,
make like
if you-
fart noises to the thing, it'll find Nickelback.
No, but no, I haven't seen that. But did you see? It's an app. I forget what it's called now. But if you try and text or call your ex-girlfriend, it'll start playing a Nickelback song to remind you it's a bad idea.
But only if you take the time within that app
Well, no,
to put in the phone number of the person,
I know.
identify that as the contact. So there's a lot of work you have to put into this.
just to
Don't
listen.
feel- No.
That feels unnecessary.
Just to listen
really.
to Nickelback. I know. I mean, I can just go onto my iTunes playlist and listen to Nickelback whenever I want to.
You own a gun, don't you?
Do you?
You do, right?
Do you?
I don't currently know.
No?
Ah.
Well, here's what you do. I don't know how strict the laws are up there. Down here, we buy a gun, get whiskey. Anyway, you go buy a gun, get you some ammunition, put it in there, pull the trigger back, and just fire away.
Because I'm a fan of Nickelback? I'm confused.
Yes, because you are a fan of Nickelback.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we're excited for Rock Band.
We
Corey's
are.
playing
Yeah.
Destiny.
So much.
Nate doesn't really
Destiny.
play games anymore. I sort of stream Soma sometimes. I need to get back on it.
I stream quite a bit.
Maybe-
Usually,
maybe
Streamed the
next week.
raid.
Oh wow.
yeah, Corey streams
Yeah.
from his PlayStation quite often. I'm usually streaming Diablo or some Heroes. They got Rexar in Heroes of the Storm now. He's pretty cool.
The trick is you gotta stream something everyone else isn't already streaming.
Well, right, but I'm not going to play something just to stream it. I'm just going to
That's-
stream what I'm playing.
But no one cares.
You gotta have fun with what you're playing. Why it doesn't have to be mainstream games all the time, Nate.
I
You
play what
need
I
to play
enjoy.
Something off the radar.
Look, no,
That's fun.
see, it doesn't have to be mainstream all the time. He's just such a sheep. He happens
Well,
to
no.
only like mainstream
If
stuff
there's
anyway.
if there's
It's,
something,
it's kind of like it's more of like a happy accident where you watch like a boulder roll down a snowy mountain and it turns into a snow boulder instead. So it's
no,
really
if
stupid.
there's something
and it just kind of works out.
If there's something indie that comes out that I enjoy, I'll play it. Like I'm very excited for No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky looks really good. I'm excited for the next Binding of Isaac that's coming out later this month. Which is what, Rebirth? You would know, Corey, right? You're a big Isaac fan.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
Rebirth already came out.
Yeah,
Is it
Rebirth came out
Rebirth?
on PS4.
What's the one that's coming out later this month?
It's probably there's another one coming out.
Yeah.
I did not even hear anything about that.
Oh yeah, hold on, I'll pull it up for you.
Real quick, just saying, have you guys seen anything about on Jotun?
I don't know what that is.
Like this, you're like a small Viking and you fight gods. It's awesome.
Oh,
Look it up. It's on Steam.
It's-
It looks beautiful.
It's DLC. It's apparently DLC for Rebirth, and it's called Afterbirth.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, it's DLC for Rebirth. It comes out October 30th, day before Halloween.
Oh, fantastic.
This looks like Banner Saga if you took one of them on their own and turned it into a video game.
A little bit.
So it looks like it's just going to be more of the same. It's okay. This is really cool. This is why I love Steam. So Binding of Isaac Afterbirth is $19.99 at full price, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can pre-order it right now for 39% off. And you know why they did 39% off? Because that makes the cost of the game $666.
That's fantastic.
Or right now you can pre-purchase Binding of Isaac Rebirth and Afterbirth bundle for $21.65. I do not know if that's going to be available immediately on PS4.
I would hope so.
You would think.
Either like taken or you're wrong. Yeah.
But yeah, no, so there's some indie, like I'm really excited for the next Terraria. The next Overworld or Otherworld, that looks pretty cool.
Oh, they're making another one.
I'm excited. They're actually making two more. They're making Overworld or Otherworld, which is kind of an expansion for Terraria, and then they're making a full-fledged Terraria too. Yeah, he's got his sub team working on the expansion. Then he is working on I forget what his name is or his tag is, but and like I play Ark. Ark's pretty fun. That's technically an indie game.
That needs to come out on console. I'll play that.
It's supposed to be coming out on the Xbox, the early access preview system that they're doing. But it's going to be out on everything coming in June. But no, I don't ignore indie titles. I mean, when there's a lot of AAA titles that I'm looking forward to, then that's typically going to get my interest. Like the Uncharted collection coming out next Friday, I can't wait for. The new Tomb Raider that's coming out later this month.
You're gonna get all this. You're gonna buy all this shit as it comes out, and then you're gonna stop playing Rock Band. You just stop playing each one as it comes out, and then you never play.
Well,
anything.
usually I've beaten it by the time the new game comes out.
Nah, brah. Oh,
And
there's a trailer for Rebirth or Afterbirth. I'm gonna watch it.
And Rock Band isn't one of those games that you beat and put it down. You continually play it.
Gonna keep.
Rock Band is like the South Park of the other games being the movies, like when I'm watching Hulu or Netflix. Like,
Did you watch the last? Not the current Hearthstone South Park, but the one before that.
The episode 3.
2.
2 was the one where they
The
walled
Canadian
up Canada.
alphabet.
Yes,
A B C D E F guy.
I did. And then the Canadian president was basically Donald Trump. I did watch that one. That one was good. And then they had another one that came out after that. I think. I don't remember. And then I liked the Tom Brady one. The Tom Brady one was pretty funny. That was episode 1.
Yes, that was a good one.
Yeah.
We watched Inception the other night, and that was the first time I had seen it.
You'd never seen Inception?
No, I didn't really care.
Such a good movie.
So, well, the biggest takeaway I had from watching Inception for the first time was that I had a much larger appreciation for the South Park episode afterwards. Because I had already seen the South Park that makes fun of it and thought it was funny anyway. But after watching Inception, I just thought about the South Park episode and was like, it's much funnier now. And it was. It was.
I really enjoyed Inception. I wish he'd make an Inception 2. I want to know if the top stops spinning.
I really hate sequels. Just throwing that out there.
I would love to have something like I'm all for a singular movie that starts, explains, and finishes a storyline, but you don't fucking leave a cliffhanger and then not make a sequel.
Oh, well,
that's the fun. You have to decide for yourself.
But I don't want to decide for myself because I don't.
I know you don't. You use Apple products and you like AAA titles.
Ooh,
no.
Speaking of something that's not AAA,
because I hate fan fiction.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Nothing AAA right now. Good Night Mommy. Have you guys seen it?
Never heard of it.
Oh my god. Please watch it.
That's some weird porn.
No, it's not. It's a
Is
weird
that
horror movie. It's a German horror movie, man. It's fantastic.
It's a movie, dude. Good luck.
No,
you don't like horror movies? Oh, it's fantastic.
I don't like. I never watch movies.
He's not a movie guy. Yeah. I just watched the Back to the Future trilogy because I picked that up on iTunes. I picked up the digital version of Jurassic World, which I'm going to watch again because that was amazing.
I haven't even seen that yet.
It was so good.
Sad panda.
Yeah, I mean, I watch, again, movies that I'm excited for, but I'm not one that's just like, oh, let's find a random movie and watch it. I was looking forward to...
Can Overwatch come out?
No, I can't think of the name of it. What was the Boogeyman movie with Ethan Hawke?
Oh, right, yeah, the Boogeyman. That's what it was called, the Boogeyman movie with Ethan Hawke.
You talking about Jeepers Creepers?
No, it began with an S. A song. You can't play music over Twitch without a
Not effectively, anyway.
No, they mute you now. It's stupid.
That's lame.
Occasionally, we have a friend of ours who has a band, and we can. You've never heard me sing, sir.
Listen.
For me.
Don't pretend like you can sing.
I can sing quite well. As a matter of fact, I almost had a solo album out.
Hang up Skype right now. Hang it up. You're not.
I had an alternative country rock album that I was working on called Covered in Ink.
Oh my God.
And
so gory.
Alternative what did you call it?
Alternative country, kind of like a Brantley Gilbert or a Luke Bryan.
Oh, good lord!
It was like a rock country. Nothing wrong with that.
I feel like country has completely died off.
No, country's
years ago.
huge. Country's huge right now. I mean, you've got Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, Brantley Gilbert.
All the girl heartthrobs that just get wet when they hear the name.
It's
so
all
are you wet right now?
Well, no, it's all the quote unquote like the bad boy country is what they call it. It's
bad boy.
Yeah, because they're all.
The bad.
I'm gonna unbutton my shirt and that's
and lift my
Well,
truck.
no, but they're all covered in tattoos and like they.
That
have...
makes them a bad boy. Confirmed. Tattoos make you a bad boy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't call it that. That's what other people call it. And if I was going to be called one thing or another, I'd rather be called a bad boy than an outlaw. And outlaw is what they were called like in the 70s and 80s. So.
Oh, you mean when good music was being made?
Yeah.
80s, sure. There was no
Come
good
on
music
now.
being made in the 70s.
Shut your mouth.
Oh man, you can't love anything.
Speaking of
All
good
about
music
new
that
age.
was originally made in the 80s, though, Iron Maiden's new album is really good.
It's because it's Iron Maiden. They can't do rock.
Well, no, their album prior to that sucked ass. But their new
Sucked
one's
ass.
really good.
Dude, I'm excited to play all those songs on Rock Band again.
I am excited to play Hail to the King and Shepherd of Fire. I cannot
I
wait.
remember when that Iron Maiden album came out on Rock Band.
Iron Maiden album. There was never a full album released on Rock Band.
No, it was like a 12 song.
There was like the Iron Maiden collection, yeah.
Iron Maiden like 12-pack song came out, and I was very excited. I was a dapper young go-getter in this day.
The
This was
Trooper.
years ago.
The Trooper is so fun to play on Rock Band.
Trooper is a wonderful song.
My
Stayed up all night until 3 a.m. when it hit the Xbox Live Marketplace. At which point I downloaded these songs and then I continued to stay up and play them.
My favorite big collection was probably the AC/DC collection.
Ugh. so bad.
Oh, I love
so
AC.
boring to play.
I love it. Doesn't matter if I love AC/DC. It doesn't matter if it's boring to play if you love the music. It's like Weezer.
Oh no, it matters. It has to be fun
most
to
of the Weezer stuff was really easy to play, but it's still
That's why I should
Weezer. It's
play
great.
stuff. I don't mind Weezer, but AC/DC. So.
Yeah, you finger tap the intro to Thunderstruck, and then you tell me that it's easy to play.
All right, I'll do it.
I bro, come
I'll
at me.
YouTube it, you little bitch.
IGHT.
You fucking what, mate?
No, the Young Faye Malmsteen songs are
Those
really
are
fun.
I like playing those.
Serge Tankian and System of a Down songs.
Dude, no one listens to System.
No one cares about them anymore.
Blow me, all of you.
I
They don't-
loved.
Listen, they were relevant in like 2001.
Here's
and
my
everyone
thing.
was supposed to like
I
them.
hated System of a Down up until Toxicity, and Toxicity was incredible. And then I hated everything after Toxicity, and I don't like anything Serge does on his own. Well, no, Chop Suey was a horrible song, but Ariel's was a great song. There were other songs that were good. Ariel's
Self-titled and Steal This Album. was
Oh
awesome.
yeah, Toxic. No, I hated that whole Steal This Album thing. That whole
Look
thing.
how clever we are.
Like the
We're fighting the man while simultaneously not fighting the man.
Right. Well, no. Here's the thing: is Toxicity was such a better system. If this whole Steal This Album thing actually happened when it was supposed to, and it wasn't Toxicity, System of a Down would have just dropped off and nobody would have cared. But Toxicity was such a better album than what that Steal This Album was going to be. That's what brought them to the front of the stage, and that's what put them on. That's what put them on tour with the likes of Disturbed, Godsmack, Orgy. Like that's what put System up there in the late '90s and early 2000s. That Steal This Album was horrible, and if that's what came out instead of Toxicity, they wouldn't have gone anywhere. They would have had their underground niche fan base, but they wouldn't have been mainstream. There was no mainstream song on that album. There wasn't anything like Ariel's or Toxicity. It was just that whole album front to back was really well done. My gripe with System is they're very anti-government and they're very anti-corporate, and I'm getting so sick of politics. And like I don't care what side of the fence you fall on, I'm getting so sick of politics in my music. It's why I can't stand listening to Disturbed anymore, because the new Disturbed album is nothing but like a political propaganda machine. It's horrible.
Rage Against the Machine, man.
Can't stand them at all. If anything, because they're massive bleeding heart liberals. But even other than that, I don't want to hear it. It's one of my biggest gripes with country music too, is that I can't. You guys distract me with the Twitch chat. I don't want to hear your religious statements in your music either. But somebody else talk. I feel like I'm talking more this episode.
Because you're going on to religion and you're bashing on my favorite band, and
Who?
I just wanna slit your
System?
throat. Yeah.
That's your favorite
How
band?
can you call a
One of
band
my
that had
favorites.
one great and a handful of
Why?
mediocre
I love them.
albums?
Why?
Good Lord. A lot of reasons.
Well,
Every
no.
one of their single songs,
First
not
off,
singles.
hold on. You have no room to say anything because you both bash on me for loving Avenged Sevenfold, which has easily
they're
sold
trash.
more albums than System of a Down.
You know what? Video games. Have you guys played the Rainbow Six Siege beta?
No,
I tried it
don't
out.
care.
I didn't like it. Didn't like
You
it.
know what?
I've heard shit about it.
Here's the thing.
He's getting his I'm trying to lighten up the mood voice.
I don't think I'm gonna buy it.
I'm not either.
I don't think anybody's going to buy it.
And the primary reason is the lack of a campaign mode. That
Oh,
was always
that I'm okay with.
Well, that was always a huge, like, fun feature for me in the past Rainbow Sixes, like Raven Shield, and then the original one, and then like Rogue Spear. Granted, that was before Rainbow Six kind of took a turn I didn't care for anyway. But having
Yeah, they went the whole Vegas.
That was
having that single player mode was really cool, and I always liked the campaigns.
that was a different generation though.
Fuck you. I had to make my boy Ding Chavez the leader every time, and he carried my squad.
Because his
to
name was
victory.
Ding.
Yes. Read/watch the Sum of All Fears. Moving on.
No, I don't care.
So,
But no,
the biggest problem so far, like bugs aside because it's beta, disconnects and server issues aside because it's beta, is the pacing. Like the pacing in the multiplayer, you're in a menu or a score screen way more than you're in game.
Right. And then you're doing those.
Christ,
stupid
has
little
it been 6 or
robots in the
7
start.
years?
Because
Around there.
you played it, right,
Jesus.
Corey? You've played at least like a game or two.
I've played a good 4 or 5. Yeah.
Like the biggest issue, if you ignore not getting a full team or just never finding a game, because that is excusable. Always being in like a score screen or a round lasting a minute, and then you're in a score screen for another like minute while it reloads, and then everyone does their thing, and the pacing is just very
Slow.
unfortunate.
Yeah. No, I didn't like it either. It
I
didn't feel
really,
good. Shooting felt off. Like I didn't really feel like a lot of things were connecting as well as they should.
It was
like-
it was a little wonky. The recoil's a little beyond realistic. It's like hyper realistic, where you're like an 8-year-old child, no matter what gun you're holding, where it just kind of goes up way more than it would. And I really had high hopes. Like I wanted it to be a lot better. Beta aside, like I can just tell, like with release, I feel like not enough is going to improve that it'll be worth, especially like a $59.99 price tag.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rainbow Six working on another game prior to this, and then they just dropped it and started working on it?
It was a different title. They had Patriots.
Yeah.
Where
That's what I was excited
They
for.
had the campaign mode, and some of it ended up, whether it was a true leak or not, there was a big sort of leak where it was like, this is campaign, and it was gameplay of Rainbow Six we hadn't seen yet that looked to be a story mode. And then they ended up canning it. I don't remember why. There was some sort of
I feel like
release.
they're just trying to do another, just slightly different Counter-Strike, just with more of a
No,
breaching
I
kind of
think
deal.
it's more like they wanted to take Rainbow Six Vegas and add a lot more like features and sparkle.
Well,
and
Vegas had the best multiplayer out of all of them, so it would make sense to want to take that and take
Vegas,
it to the next
Vegas
level.
was okay. I loved 3, but then like the originals, I loved a lot more. But they took the Vegas thing, and they're like, we'll add. Oh, you can barricade the wall. You can blow up the walls. You get a little fucking drone thing.
No, you
So
can
they
spot
took Vegas,
people.
and then they had a WWE wrestler announce the features for it. Is what you're telling me?
Basically, yes.
John Cena would be in a game. to do
John
that
John Cena didn't growl like that. That was like an old school '80s wrestler. Well, you know something. You can barricade the wall.
I'm coming for all of you.
And if you got a problem with that, this Saturday night,
Yeah, at the Steel Sage SummerSlam.
The Steel-
boppity-boopity.
the Steel Sage.
The Steel
Steel
Sage.
Sage.
The Steel Wizard is coming out.
The st-
So I
It's the
overall,
Steel
I-
Wizard
I
listening
thought
to
the
Steel
features
Panther.
are a vast disappointment, especially coming from a company that I traditionally used to love.
Well, not only that, but think about the competition with first-person shooters this year. Not only do you have Battlefront, which we talked about pre-show, so nah. You've got the new Call of Duty, which is the first no matter how you feel about Call of Duty, it's the first next
I'm
gen.
taking that aside. You can't compare like a series.
You
like
can
Rainbow
compare a
Six.
military shooter to a military shooter.
No, Call of Duty is military only in the sense that you have guns that people in the military happen to use, and they wear uniforms that people in militaries happen to wear. It's in every other sense of the word. It's not.
It's a
That is
it
not
is
an
a
accurate
it
description.
is a military
But if you
themed
take
shooter.
Rainbow Six and you consider it a tactical first-person shooter, which is what it's intended to be, either way, it's lackluster.
Right. But I mean, in the generic first-person shooter market, it's so saturated this holiday season. Again, with Call of Duty, we've got Overwatch coming out for the PC gamers.
Well, we assume.
No, we're
yeah,
gonna
at
we're
some
gonna
point.
have
We
it.
assume.
No, they
we
said
have heard nothing yet.
no. We know it's coming before winter because they said it's coming out during the fall. We just don't know where or when. But we've got Star Wars. We've got the new
It's not
COD.
gonna come out in the fall.
They've already said beta's coming out this fall, and it's going to be
we'll
open beta.
We'll see.
Winter
I
is
ain't
coming.
gonna pull a classic Blizzard.
Yeah,
switcheroo on us.
they say it'll be
Say
out.
It ain't done yet, boys.
Right.
But it'll be coming soon to
But I
you.
mean, either way, we've got a huge lineup coming this fall in regards to games. I mean, we've got the new StarCraft coming out next month, which looks really fun.
Halo 5.
Halo 5's
it out
coming out
there.
later this year. We've got the new Tomb Raider coming out.
F4, baby.
F4.
Fallout, come on.
that-
Oh yeah, we'll see.
We'll
Oh,
see.
yeah.
Shut
It's just
Yeah,
it's
you know
another
what?
it's just another
My excitement
FPS.
has dwindled a
It's
wee
just
bit.
another FPS contaminating the already overly saturated FPS
But
market.
you cannot.
It's an
Why,
FPS.
why do you try to do this?
What?
It's not FPS.
What are you doing? You're so wrong.
How is a fucking game where you look through the eyes of the guy you're playing holding a gun,
It is
not a
not
first-person
Only an
shooter?
FPS, and to describe it to say what kind of game is Fallout 4, it's an FPS.
It's an FPS with
That's half of what it
It's
is.
an FPS with RPG elements.
It's an RPG with FPS elements.
I disagree.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
You're wrong. That's correct.
Ronker's Bad Fur Day.
I'm wrong.
It's Ronker's Bad Fur Day starring Nate Shard.
Did you get the rare replay?
Oh, of course I
Conkers
did. I've been
is
playing
so
the fuck out of that.
Conkers is
I
so
haven't.
good.
I don't really play it, but I've had it.
No, I'm gonna get Fallout 4, and if anything, just because it's based in Boston, which will be really cool. Boston. But it's just gonna be Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 again.
You mean New
I
Vegas?
mean New Vegas again. That's all it's gonna be.
It is, but they're adding a few features, and I was saying my interest has dwindled a little bit.
So you
Tell me your reasosoning. I want to hear Brandon's reasoning why it's dwindled.
okay? Go ahead.
I'm just not that.
Why? No,
I don't
I
think
love
that-
Fallout, dude.
There's no real reason for it. It's
You
not
just
'cause I-
got done nailing into my coffin why
it's
I
not
was
'cause I
wrong
think it's
about.
gonna be- but see, I'm not vehemently defending mine. I'm saying it is still an RPG with FPS elements. You see,
It's an FPS with RPG elements.
you see.
All right. So, okay,
And
we're arguing semantics. Anyway,
I don't know. I'm super excited for Rock Band. I'm sure I'll end up getting it, but I don't see myself ever putting the amount of time I put into Fallout 3 into any other Fallout game.
I don't
Okay.
see myself ever putting the amount of time into a single player game that I used to put into it years ago. I had 300 or 400 hours.
And you can't deal with being alone because when you sit alone in a room with yourself, I cannot imagine just how terrible that feels.
It sucked. But no, I like.
I cannot imagine just how terrible it
Okay,
feels
but
to
the
be
thing is-
alone with just you, to be you and be alone with yourself and your thoughts for an extended period of time.
the thing
Because
is,
being on the other side and seeing and hearing and feeling your thoughts and your words.
Siri, what Nickelback album should I listen to? I can't hear it.
Wait, before you answer that
Dun,
question,
dun,
you need
dun,
to make
dun,
a
dun,
decision
dun,
based upon album sales over the past 10 years and how many top 10 Billboard
actually,
it's had on the radio.
ever since the How You Remind Me album, Nickelback's album sales have dropped a little bit every album.
Oh,
Fine.
good, finally.
Well, this has been like for the past 12 years. They still sell millions. But anyway, okay, no, hold on. No, my point being is that I enjoy the group element. I enjoy like something like Destiny. I would never play Destiny if it was a single player game. Just because I don't care. And even Rock Band, like the new Rock Band 4, if it wasn't for the ability to do live streaming and online multiplayer.
But I thought, wait, hold on, no. I thought you didn't play a game just to stream it. Those were your words.
I don't.
Right.
Cool, thank you.
But now you say
What?
you like playing multiplayer.
Okay, hold on,
You
Rock
enjoy the
Band.
social element.
But you cut me off. Rock Band isn't being.
No.
Rock Band isn't being. Rock Band isn't being streamed just to stream. The thing I'm excited about with the new Rock Band
Tell me.
is the ease in which you're going to be able to compete in the online leaderboards.
You know that's not going to be a feature out of the box.
What is it?
Twitch streaming.
It's a feature out of the box on the consoles.
No,
Yes.
the support is not added out of the box.
It doesn't need to be added. It's on the Twitch apps on your console. Learn about the console you bought there, buddy.
You're wrong.
Both the
Brandon.
both the Xbox One and the PS4 can both stream at the touch of a
What
button.
I'm telling you
Is you're
you don't
retarded.
understand- What you don't understand about you.
Listen. What you don't get.
No. Let me tell you something about you
Can
that
I
you don't
finish?
know.
Can I finish? I'm finished. Go ahead.
That was quick.
I'm-
That's what she said.
But
I think we're both done. I think it's over. It's all
Well,
over.
no, you can give me a
It's all
single
over.
player game, and as long as that single player game has some sort of online leaderboard system, I'm down for that.
So you can get validated through other
By
people.
being better than other scrubs who think they're better than me, yes. So you took your glass. You don't hear me through your glasses. You hear me through your headphones. No. Okay. If I'm
So you're-
playing, he can't hear me. But anyway, my point
good.
being, all right. If
Do your
I'm
point real quick.
if
Go.
I'm playing a game
I
like
have one.
hold on. If I'm playing a game like
I have one.
hold on, like WWE 2K16 when that comes out in November.
Create a wrestler so you can live out your fantasies of being
Right.
oily.
But if I'm playing something like that, then no, I don't need multiplayer, and that's an immersive story, and I'll have fun with it. What? Why did he take his head?
Keep going.
Anyway,
keep going.
he took his headphones off
Ignore
again.
him.
But
Good.
but if I'm playing a game,
So he'll play WWE 2K16 because it has an immersive.
why are you making
story.
out with your
What?
webcam?
But he will not play that much Fallout 4 because it doesn't have a social element.
Am I getting like a I'm the idiot on stage and Brandon is Dr. Phil element out of this? 'Cause it
Because-
sounds very much like that.
He will get immersed in the story of living out his WWE fantasy lifestyle.
WWE.
Meanwhile, the one call out he makes for why he will buy Fallout 4 is, well, it's set in Boston. It's set in Boston. But
It's like saying I got the game because I love the number.
you know what? You know what? I bought Call of Duty 4 because it took place on Earth, and that just made me feel good about it. So I figured these guys earned my money. They set a game on my planet. The setting of their game is the same planet upon which I live.
I live in that universe. Oh my god.
You know what? I also inhabit a planet in Milky Way.
You know,
So
you
any
you
sci-fi
can
or space
you
game.
can you can
They-
continue
they
on your rant, but
understand
start talking
the
like
heart of
Christopher
the
Walken.
player. They know what matters
They know.
to the people that play their games, and they cater to that player base by setting their games in a galaxy they know. And you know what? That makes me want to spend my $60 on their video game.
I want this whole rant redone in a Christopher Walken voice.
But after I'm done with my 5 minutes in their game, just because it was in the Milky Way,
Over it.
I'm gonna grab myself a not my father's root beer.
And listen to some Nickelback.
I'm gonna sit down in my main home. I'm gonna turn
Now,
on
do you
Nickelback.
mean my Maine as in Maine, the state Maine, or Maine as in my primary home?
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
I'm gonna take my iPod because I love Apple. Boy, they get me. I'm gonna turn
Hard.
up back because boy, can they sell albums.
Mm.
I'm gonna take off most of my clothes, and I'm just gonna get immersed in the story of my create a wrestler career in WWE 2K16. And that to me is probably the most rewarding experience you will ever get out of a video game.
Are you done?
I think I'm done now.
Close the book on that.
You know what? I think it's done. Play the outro and we'll just kind of hang up.
Who can do the best Honda impression? I love that. Yoda.
Isn't that what happens now? We just play
Yeah,
the outro and hang
that's
up.
basically it. That was good.
I think
That was very much like the outro of a Dr. Phil episode, though.
down here, boys. Okay. Pack it in. It's a wrap.
Oh, that was good. Anyway,
It's a wrap.
that being said,
It's over.
I think that is going to do it for this week's show, unless anybody else has anything to discuss.
I would love to hear Nate's impression of Yoda.
Yeah.
That'd make the day better.
Spotlight's on.
Come on, do it. Try your hardest.
Brandon, a douchebag, I think.
I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him. Yeah, that's good.
You know,
Glad you approve.
it wasn't bad, but
I
it
kind of
didn't quite immerse me in the StarCraft universe. the way that 2K games managed to immerse me in the exciting world of being a professional wrestler.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. I'll do a good one.
Oh, he's gonna be better now.
I am. Hold on.
I just don't know.
So these gold coins, are they just irrelevant as hell?
Yeah, well, they were only relevant at BlizzCon because they were for the...
Those token things, right?
Yeah, now you just have one. So if you spent yours, now you have one.
Oh boy.
Yeah, get excited.
I'm
Thanks for
so
the card
stoked.
back, baby.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try this. If I can, I gotta channel my inner Yoda. Ooh. All right. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Suffering leads to the dark side.
Does it?
This is about just as good as last time, man.
Yeah, but,
Yeah, not much changed. So,
but it was a better. But it was an actual Yoda quote, so it was better.
No,
Shut up.
it's not accurate. It's not one of the.
All right. Anyway, it's 5:58, so we gotta get off Alpha Geek here in a minute or two. A bit. Let's do final. Excuse me. Thoughts first. Brandon, I assume Rock Band 4, right?
You know.
2 minutes. And me and Corey still have to talk, so make it quick.
I am excited for Rock Band. It's gonna be a good Tuesday. I have a very strong feeling Tuesday's gonna be a pretty fun day overall. We got Sword Coast Legends coming. That's pretty exciting. And you know, I'd like to pick up Soma again in the next few days now that I'm not sick. So I would stay tuned to my channel. Maybe we'll pick up Soma and get spooked in the night together. So
Oh.
you know, I think that
He wants to spook you in the night.
that's about it.
Corey,
That's about
final thoughts, sir.
Pass it on.
Everybody who hasn't jumped back into Destiny, give it a shot. Taken King is pretty fucking awesome.
It is a lot of fun.
It's fantastic.
And if you
Raids are fun.
if you only have vanilla Destiny, I guess is just the moniker we're gonna put on everything without an expansion pack now. If you only have vanilla Destiny, you can pick up the Taken King and both of the DLCs for the original content for just $60. So it's only the cost of a new game. And again, yeah, it's really good.
Oh, that's it.
That's
Wow.
not bad, $60. Yeah. Anyway, for me, no, Rock Band, Forza 6 is a lot of fun if you have an Xbox One. Uncharted
X-Bone.
X-Bone.
Just call it an X-Bone.
An X-Bone. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection coming out this coming Friday. If you have a PS4, if you've never played the Uncharted games, I would highly recommend you get it.
Yeah, those are fantastic.
They are a lot of fun. And 4 is coming out in March. But I think that's it. So a big thank you to our live audience. You guys seem to be growing in numbers every week, which is really cool.
Even in not in numbers, the interaction is
No, yeah, the interaction's growing.
is just
We have at least one or two nude people. So that's
Nude
cool.
people.
Nude people. We have one or two nude
maybe
people.
maybe not. I mean,
Who
no
knows?
one really knows if
true.
we're wearing
Hey,
pants right now or
my
not.
camera is from the chest up for a
That's,
reason.
that's right. We do that. that is not an accident.
So a
But
big thank
It's
you.
definitely a nice feature to distract from some of the nonsense that I hear in the headphones.
So for our audio
It's
listeners,
nice to have.
for our audio
People
listeners,
that can
you can catch us
articulate
live
well.
on Twitch every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time.
Every Sunday with a huge asterisk because sometimes
Yeah, well, every with the huge
this
asterisk.
guy over to
I'm
probably my left.
No,
I
no,
think,
no.
on
Point the
stream.
other.
If
Point
you're
the
looking
other
at
way.
the stream, it
Point
should
the
be on
point the other way. There
This
you
way.
go.
Anyway,
Yeah, that
both
way.
both of these guys,
Well,
depending on the
well,
view
me
for
and
your
Corey are
stream,
both to your left. But anyway,
uh,
okay. Well, hold on. We're over our Alpha Geek schedule, so
shout out to Alpha Geek.
catch
Thanks,
us
bro.
live.
Peace.
Catch us live every asterisk Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Pre-show usually goes live between 4:30 and 4:45 Eastern time. Live on Twitch at twitch.tv/InkedGeekStudios. If you cannot catch the live video stream, you can listen to us live on Alpha Geek Radio Channel 2, which you can get on your Rokus, Apple TVs, smart devices, Google, whatever the hell their USB thing's called. Actually, and he just got on the Xbox One app, so people can listen to us on the Xbox One.
And your Apple device.
And your Apple iDevices, yes. You can get us on iTunes or wherever you can get an RSS feed. Probably within the next week or so, we're going to be back on Stitcher because I'm changing RSS hosts again. But yeah, just search Geek Access and you shall find us. You can catch Brandon streaming fairly frequently. John1 Renchus on Twitter. Renicus. Corey is up there as Audio King. You can find me as XCynicX, which is XSYNEKX. Follow
It's
us on there. Let us.
That's why it's what the X's
That's
mean.
why, yeah. If you like this show and like what we do, you can check out our Patreon at patreon.com/IG Studios. Everything we do is and will always be free. But if you want to support what we do and help us continue to do it, anything on there is appreciated. And we have a couple cool perks on there. And, you get
Like nude pictures of me. Right? That's all.
We're
the reason.
trying to convince them to help us.
That's all the more the reason, man.
Yeah, I mean, if we had to pick one to be the showcase there, I think Corey's a champ, dude.
But anyway, I think that's going to do it. Follow us on Facebook. You can follow the studio, Inked Geek Studios. You can follow the show on Twitter at IG_Geek Access. Corey is Audio King on Twitter. Brandon is John1 Renchus, and I am XCynicX, all on Twitter. If you have something to say or you want us to talk about a topic that you want to hear on the show, you can email the show at ig.geekaccess@gmail.com. And I think that's going to do it. So for Pikachu over there. And get Loot Crate because apparently it's badass.
Oh, dude.
Not bad.
It's-
Let me turn off Alpha Geek, then we can talk about it.
Okay.
All right, for Corey, for Brandon, for myself, thank you all very much for listening. We will see you next week.
Bye, Alpha.
Maybe.
Revier.
There we go. It worked. Yay. Brandon, don't move.
You are listening to Alpha Geek Radio.